Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Anna and I'm a little bit spooky, and today we're gonna be creating this green look for, I guess, late summer because that's the season we're in. And yeah, also we're gonna be playing with some of the new makeup that I've picked up recently and just getting to know it and love it and develop our thoughts and opinions around those products, just further testing. That's what we're doing today. And we're gonna talk about retirement plans and like the dream place we want to live, even like where I want to retire to basically. Let me know down below in the comments where it is that you want to live, just like your dream place to live. It doesn't have to be like just retirement, just that dream place that is absolutely perfect. If money was no object, where would you like to live? Let me know that in the comments. And yeah, that's what we're going to be talking about today, and creating this makeup look, doing a little underpainting and doing something kind of glowy, a little bit warm, just a pretty summer makeup. So yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the look. But before we do, don't forget to like and subscribe, comment down below, let me know some more looks you would like to see. Do you want to see some more looks using this Ultimate Desire palette from Makeup Revolution? And your thoughts on some of these products we used today, let me know that as well. And yeah, let's just go ahead and get to the makeup. Okay, hello. Let's play with some makeup today because that's what I want to do. So I want to do another look with this Ultimate Desire palette from Makeup Revolution or Revolution Beauty, whatever. This is, yeah, the Ultimate Desire palette. This is the one that has these really pretty rosy tones and the greens within, and I've used the rosy tones for a look. And today I want to do something with the greens within, and I also want to use this Jane Iredale pencil in Dove Gray because I feel like it kind of ties in with these shades, like they're very similar tones, so we can use that as a base today for the look. Play with some of these new goodies that I've got still that I'm getting to know and getting to love and all that jazz. So let's get started. I'm starting with eyes today, and I'm going to start out with this pencil here from Jane Iredale, or eye crayon rather, and the shade Dove Gray. This is her Color Luxe shadow crayons, and this is truly a Dove Gray color. Like, it looks exactly like the doves in my neighborhood. I'm going to take this on the outer corner here and pull it up and out, right into his lashes, and then I'm going to blend it out. A little more in here. Can bring that through the socket a bit. Pretty, very pretty, very nice. Perfect for like a nice shadow base or a color to wear on its own, just by itself, like it's a one and done. To add a little bit of definition in there. Very versatile shade, good stuff. I think it's just the perfect one to be our kind of blending out shade for today, our base shade. I love using a crayon as a first step when building a look, or like a long wear eyeliner or something like that. So now we'll go to the Ultimate Desire palette. I'm going to take this cream color first right here in the top. It's kind of a soft, slightly satin cream. And I'm going to hit the brow bone with that. Like, it's not a super duper flat matte. Now I'm going to take some of this camel shade right there, and we'll bring that through the socket here. And now I'm going to take this kind of mossy green color right here. We're going to put that on the outer corner. I'm going to take that on a medium sweeper from Sigma. I'll start by just kind of patting it on there. And letting it flow over. And then we'll take it up and out right here. A little bit on the fluffy brush. Just build some more depth like that. Those are some really nice shades. Like, if you didn't want to go in the shimmers, just the mattes in here are really pretty. Taking some more of that mossy green. And then I'll take a little bit more of the camel. Now I'm gonna take some of this brown right here. Just a nice kind of warmish brown. And I'm gonna take that on a liner brush to start out and see how that looks. Yeah. Alright, I'm switching to this cooler brown because I think it like works with the mossy green a little bit better. And I think you could probably stop right here and put a little bit of this cream shade just on this inner part and have such a pretty look. Like if we took a bit of the matte cream in here and just put that right here. Or you could take this gold shade, that could look really pretty. We're gonna use this gorgeous shimmery green. I just want to show you like you could do an all matte look with these shades and it looks really cool. A bit of a flaky shade. Just gonna pat that onto the inner part of the lid here. Yeah, that applies best with a finger because it is kind of a flakier, slightly dry formula. But definitely very flaky, but really pretty and sparkly. So you could probably dampen your brush or use a tacky base with this one. I like the way it looks like this. And it's not like it's hard to apply or anything. I just meant to avoid fallout. Take some more of my green mossy color. Just diffuse into there. All right, and we can take some of this gold in here. Put that right there. Brighten that up. Nice, nice, nice. Yep, I like this little palette. It is quite pretty. This is a really pretty palette. Okay, I'm gonna tie up the little bit of fallout I got here. I'll be back to finish up the look in just a moment. Definitely had some rogue sparkles to clean up, but it wasn't that big a deal. I just dusted them away with a little cotton round. I just kind of did this and they mostly came off. Maybe a few more floating around here on my cheek, but whatever. And I put on a little bit of brown liner on the upper lash line, just a bit of the Revlon So Fierce liner in Mighty Mocha, I believe. Yeah, Mighty Mocha. And set that with a bit of the brown eyeshadow that we used on the lash line. This one right here. Just went ahead and did that real quick. Now, let's move on to skin. I went ahead and have primed and all of that. So I'm going to go in with a bit of the Milani cream bronzer and do a bit of underpainting. Haven't done that in a little while, so it'll be fun to do. This is in the shade Hey Honey. Really gonna build that up around the perimeter of the face. A bit down the side of the neck and jawline. I'm gonna do some cream blush. I'm gonna use the Lumi blush from L'Oreal. This is in the shade Worth It in the dewy formulation. Really pretty, just a nice warm rosy type of blush. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some of this on. Some doe foot applicator like that. And since I'm doing underpainting, I'm gonna go ahead and just paint a bit on right there and then buff it out. These are very pigmented, so great for underpainting. This is kind of a nice, warm, peachy pink color. Around here into the hairline. But yeah, this is what they call the dewy finish, which is just more of a matte finish, really. It just doesn't have shimmer in it. They have one in the range that does. And it'll say, I think, pearl finish is what it's called. Glowy finish. Do a little shaping on the nose as well. My bronzer. I'm going for a bit of a bronze sun-kissed look with the skin today. I feel like that goes with the eyes. Take some down the lips. I have the NYX Pro Fix Stick in pink on the under eyes. A little bit right here. And we will buff that out with a concealer brush. The dual-ended elf brush, actually. So I'm going to take the bigger side. Buff this right here. Then come here. Blend that out. Just gonna soften all this up a bit. Now I'm gonna take a little bit of the e.l.f. Flawless Brightening Concealer and put a little bit of that on as well to really brighten things up. Just need a bit here, here, right there. Just doing a little blending, make sure everything's starting to flow together. Now we're going to do some foundation, and for that I'm going to use the Rare Beauty Positive Light Tinted Moisturizer. I'm going to use a little bit of this. I'm going to mix in some of the Lumi Lotion in the shade Medium, which is a little bit deeper on me. So we'll do a little cocktail because this is too light on me. This is deeper, so maybe we'll meet in the middle. This might work out. Okay, I'm going to start on it here to the jawline. And the lotion also kind of sheared out a little bit. Yes, this is a fairly, not the most coverage in the world. I mean, it's a skin tint, so. And just let everything start to blend together. Nice and glowy too. Oh boy, some nice sculpted, warm, summery skin. Cool, cool, cool. This is looking good. Very glowy. Now I am gonna take my setting powder and I'm gonna set the under eyes with the CoverGirl Simply Ageless. And the rest of the face, I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Halo Glow to tone down the under eye a bit too. So I want to keep the skin kind of soft and glowy. This is perfect powder for that. Now we'll jump back to the eyes. I'm gonna bring a little bit of this Vivid Rich liner from NYX in Quartz Queen into my waterline on the lower lash line. And then we take some Dove Gray from that Jane Iredale stick. Bring some of that under here along the lower lash line. Here we go. And I'm going to take my liner brush and a bit of that cool brown shade. Pat that right there. So do you guys ever think about like where you're gonna retire to? Like I'm retiring from anything, but like where are you gonna move? Potentially in life, like a goal place to live. You know, a lot of people have like that dream place they want to move to. I used to always say I wanted to move to Texas. I wanted to live in like a Dallas suburb. But recently, I have taken an interest in Utah. I watched a channel called, oh goodness, I can't remember what it's called. A guy named Timothy P. Livingston. He does house tours, and he was been touring houses in Utah, and I saw the scenery in the homes. I mean, obviously the homes are like luxury homes, way out of my budget, which he doesn't normally show like these kind of crazy luxury homes. He usually shows kind of more affordable. side of things. So this is a little bit new for me, but he went to like one of those home parades. But just the scenery and everything about it, I was just like, oh my gosh, that could be somewhere I want to live. And I just kind of was like researching the state a little bit. It sounds lovely there. It really does. So yeah, I'm real into Utah at the moment. So if you've lived in Utah or been there, let me know your thoughts down below. And let me know where you plan to retire to. Like, what is your dream place to live or whatever. Even if it might not be somewhere you actually are gonna end up, but where's that fantasy place you want to live, and realistically where you think you might live. Like, you know, a lot of people like to retire to Arizona and Florida, places like that. And my friend wants to retire to Arizona. I was like, well, you can retire to Arizona, we'll go to Utah, we'll meet in the middle to hang out. Because I don't want to live in Arizona because I don't like scorpions. Does Utah have scorpions? Anyway, I've got a real phobia with the scorpions. I've only seen one once in real life, and that was enough for me. That was enough. There was a little tiny one time outside, and I was... I have a phobia of scorpions and centipedes. Like big time phobia. Like I will cry. I can't control how I feel when I see them. Anyway, Utah has beehives on everything. Also appeals to me. But yeah, I wouldn't want to retire to Florida because hurricanes. That's why I want to move out of Louisiana. Hurricanes. Girl, no. And it looks like there's going to be less natural disasters in Utah. And they have droughts and wildfires. And avalanches. I don't know. I need to visit. I need to just visit Utah and see what it's like there. Alright, let's take some of this gold. And I need to visit... I really want to visit West Virginia just to see what it looks like there during the fall because it looks really pretty. And I'd like to check out New Hampshire. Thing is, I don't like the cold. Like, fall cold, that's fine. Spring and fall, like, that's as cold as I want to get. But I don't like snow, that kind of cold. And I also don't think I would thrive in a arid climate. Now, West Virginia, the climate doesn't look too different than where I currently live, so I might could deal with it. But yeah, that would be a big adjustment for me. Would be just the climate of Utah. Because look, I go 2 hours north of here, and my whole body dries out like a husk, and I get nosebleeds and everything. So I don't know how I'd handle desert-ish climate, but I'm gonna have to visit. Okay, I'm putting a little more of that gold right there. I love it. All right, let's return back to the face. I'm gonna do a little bronzing with the NYX Buttermelt Bronzer, and I'll butt it up. Just a small amount of this because I have done like the cream bronzer and everything. So you don't need a ton, but just a little bit, just to layer on. And this is one of those really pretty bronzers that can kind of do a little bit of blushing at the same time. Get fall somewhere in between on my skin tone. It definitely has some. It looks a lot like MAC Warm Soul on me. It really brings a nice warmth in. And it's very pigmented, like you really don't have to press very hard in the pan. With this one, you just tap in. But I used to think that I wanted to retire to Dallas. Like, well, not Dallas proper, but like the metro area, kind of like a suburb. Because I want the conveniences of the city. But I don't know. I don't know if that's for me. I don't know. That's where you want to live when you're a little bit younger, like age I am now. So, I don't know about Dallas, but Dallas suburb, because also it looks quite expensive now there too. Maybe just north, a little bit north, further north of Louisiana might be nice. I don't know. Maybe the Bossier area. Ugh, no, gross. What about Arkansas? It looks pretty there, isn't it? What about like the Hot Springs area? That might be a nice place to live. I'm going to take a little bit of Opal from Becca, which would be Becca and Smashbox. Sell this now, or Smashbox does, but it's the same shade. I'm showing you just a tiny, tiny bit. Just pat that right here. And I'm going to put a little bit of this in there. Touch here. I'll take a little bit of this blush from e.l.f. This is in Always Cheeky Peach. This is one of their primer infused blushes. And we'll give the lashes a little curl. Right, I'm still working with this mascara, the Maybelline Firework. Emily Noel was like in love with it. I'm like, me and her rarely have a differing opinion on makeup. So she loves it. I'm like, okay, maybe we just don't love the same mascara. Because this one's, it's messy. I think it's messy. But I can see why she thinks it's beneficial for what she looks for. Because she likes when she doesn't have to layer up a ton and apply multiple coats. And I feel like it applies way too much in one go. But yeah, if you're looking for some chunky lashes, this got you covered. And it's been open a few days now, like about a week, 2 weeks. And I think it might be getting to a bit more of a sweet spot with it. It's a very wet, gloopy formula. But yeah, do you just have like retirement plans? Like, do you have any of those? Let me know that down below. I used to have terrible anxiety and could not even think about a year in the future, maybe a few months in the future even. And now I'm kind of, I don't know, better headspace where I can think about these things. And yeah, so it's kind of fun. Let's just think about the nice stuff. Let's not think about how everything can possibly go wrong. And just look at the bright side of things and think about the cool places we could move. What about Spain? I bet Spain's wonderful. And I still, back of mind, think of like Colombia, because I do have family there. So think about moving there. But again, that's where I just have to visit first and really get to know. I almost moved there. And I ended up meeting my husband and stayed here. And then me and my husband almost moved to Sweden. Like, job hunting and everything. And just, I can't remember what came up. For some reason, we just didn't go through with it. I've got this one super long eyelash. It's like crazy long compared to the others. Okay, so this is a better day with the mascara. I think when I have like a lot of eyeshadow on, or kind of a look like this, it works. It doesn't look like too much, but when I don't have a whole lot on, or softer eye look, it looks way too heavy on me. And like, chunky. I mean, you can see how it's kind of chunky looking. It's a chunky mascara. It gives you some, I would have called it, firework. I would have called it like fat mascara or something. Chunky mascara. Alright, I'm gonna go back to my eyeshadow real quick. I just want to take a little bit more of the camel. Just kind of blow some of that out here. Get some nice wavy hair today. Refresh went well. I actually didn't have to hardly do anything but spray some of that Everpure 21-in-1 spray in for a refresh today, and it did great. I just spread some in and then did this and just right back to life. So that is very cool. Okay, lips. What the heck do I want to put on my lips today? Didn't even think it through. Did not think this far into the video. Let's do a little MAC moment on the lips. let's take, this is Heat Sensor. This is one of the Squirt glosses from MAC and Cork. Okay, I'm gonna take some of this. Squirt Plump and Heat Sensor. My husband's currently on the phone and he's fussing about The Matrix 2 or 3 because that's a topical thing. I actually just watched The Matrix like a couple of months ago. I watched all of them, and the new one, I actually really liked the new one, and I loved the first one. Yeah, he's fussing about the rape scene that just goes on and on and on for like way too long. It does. It's ridiculous. I was like, what even is this? All right, and I think this is going to be our look all complete for today. I just wanted to sit down and play with this palette and do something with that green and that Dove Gray shadow crayon. And yeah, I think it came out so pretty. I like the way these kind of colors look with my eye color. If you can see my eye color. A little squinty eye, sometimes it's hard to see. But yeah, I think it looks really nice. And yeah, I also wanted to just experiment with some of this newer makeup items that I recently have picked up and just kind of getting to know them, getting to love them, you know, that kind of thing. Just experimenting with them so I can have a firm opinion to give you eventually. But I want to, you know, get to know the products a little more and play with them and just sit down, hang out, and talk about apparently retirement plans in Utah. Let me know your thoughts down below on retirement plans. And I know thinking about retirement is such a scary prospect, really. Honestly, it is. It is overwhelming, terrifying, because like you're thinking about Social Security. What if that runs out? What if everything just crashes and burns? What if, you know, 401ks just go under? Like, what happens in stock markets and the economy? There's so much to it. So I'm not talking about all that kind of stuff. I'm talking about like more of that dream fantasy retirement plan. Tell me about that. Because honestly, mine is not very elaborate. It is moving to somewhere like Utah and living in maybe just like a nice retirement community, you know? There was some videos that fella, Timothy P. Livingston, had toured. I can't remember what part of the country they were in, but they were like a retirement community homes, and things were made to be a little bit more handicap accessible and made for, you know, retired couples. And they were perfect and they were beautiful and I loved them. And I was like, yeah, whoever, I remember, I think I bookmarked the videos and bookmarked the builder just in case maybe, you know, one day if I win the lottery or hit it big on the YouTubes or whatever, I know what builder I want to use. Planning for the future, right? Anyway, that's kind of what I'm thinking. It's just like, what is that dream thing to do for your retirement? Like, and so mine's pretty humble, honestly. It's just have a nice home that's not crazy elaborate, not huge or anything like that. Just a very easy to care for home that's manageable. And yeah, that's what I want for my retirement. But you know, if I think too much about it, honestly, beyond just like where I want to move, yeah, if I start thinking a little too deeply about it, I'm going to give myself an anxiety attack. So yeah. Anyway, let me know down below what your thoughts are, your plans, and why would you want to retire to Florida? Hurricanes. That's all I can think is why. Too many natural disasters. Especially when you're older. Like, you don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with that when I'm young, much less. Anyway, let me know your thoughts down below. And if there's any more, you know, different variety of looks you might want to see with this palette, because there's definitely more I could do with it. I'm probably going to put some reels up or some short form using this palette just to show some more of the versatility from it. But I really do enjoy this little palette. It's quite nice. The quality is really good. So yeah, all right. I think I've rambled enough for one video. I will see you guys in the next one. stay safe and stay spooky. Bye now.